Hi Pisces, welcome to Attune's Tarot. I went ahead and pre-shuffled, laid out the spread, and connected to spirit. Prior to getting started, I do have a few of the private readings coming out. Right now, with how many readings there is, it's going to be about 24 to 48 hours to get your reading back. So that can change in the future depending on the schedule. But for right now, it is within 24 hours to 48 hours. And so most of them are coming out within that time frame. And so, yeah, so it's the same email for everything. It's the ashunastarot@gmail.com. And all the information is on there. And there's two options for the readings. But again, if you have any questions, I can go ahead and email the additional information. You don't have to send a short video if you don't feel aligned with that. You can email the questions as well. So without further ado, Eight of Wands is the general energy for the reading here. So this is fast-moving energy in regards to these new manifestations coming into your life that have to do with your path. They have to do with your intuition and your spirituality, Queen of Cups. And so the thing to pay attention with this card is that sometimes when we're trying to manifest something, and we have certain thoughts about the past, certain thoughts about the future, certain experiences that we've been through, different options or opportunities. It's like we can be manifesting, but our manifestations can be going all over the place, okay? So one thing to take into consideration is that when everything is aligned towards the same goal, that's when you see results. That's when things happen. And this is the general energy for the reading. Eight of Wands. All of the wands are pointed in the same direction to the same goal. So again, what that is going to be different for everybody. But again, it's connected to spirituality, to your intuition, to your abilities. And the most important thing to note about the Eight of Wands is that all the wands are aimed in the same direction. So sometimes when we want to manifest something, let's say that you set out a manifestation or a desire, or you affirm something, but then there's a doubt, or then there's a past experience that comes into your mind, or just other things that can divert the energy. It's like you shoot a rocket of desire towards one direction, but then that doubt can push it into another direction, or that past experience can really shift the energy or send a desire in another direction that then creates a little bit of chaos, or the desire is not being organized or channeled in the same direction. And so that's when manifestations become a little bit longer to see results, or they can dissipate because the intention is not strong enough. But what I can see here is the Eight of Wands is the general energy for the reading. So whatever you've been setting your mind on, whatever you've been doing, all of your wands are pointed in the same direction, in the same goal. And you're going for this. Page of Wands. The momentum is there. You've already taken flight. As you can see here, her foot is already off the ground. She's already leaping for this new opportunity. She's grabbing it, okay? It's not just that you wished upon it, or you desire it, or that you visualized it. It's like you're physically taking the action to grab that wand. And as you can see, she's already propelled the momentum. The momentum is already on your side. Okay, all the ones are pointed in the same direction. You're already leaping in the process of grabbing it. So whatever this is for you, the wheel is finally turning for your favor. And the reason this was allowed to happen for you, again, the wheel is the 10. It's a number 10. So this talks about completion, and then 1 plus 0 is 1, new beginning. After the completion, the 10, we add the 1 plus 0, and that's 1, new beginnings. Okay, so the only reason the wheel is turning for you now is because you've walked away from whatever this was in the past. Okay, you've set fire to it and you've walked away from it. Okay, this is a gloomy energy, but look where she's going. Look where her face is. Her face is towards the horizon. It's towards the sun. I'm not sure if this is focusing. I don't think it is, but she's walking towards the sun, and she's burned whatever this is in the past, and she's already taken the first steps into the sun, into the horizon. This is physically taking action, okay? And so that's the only reason why the wheel has turned for you in your favor. So whatever this was, if you've tried it in the past and it didn't work out, it's different now because all the wands are going towards the same goal. All the wands are pointed in the same direction. You already have the momentum on your side. You're leaping, you're grabbing it. The wheel is finally turning for you because you're walking away from the past. Okay, you've already taken the steps forward and you're coming into some kind of union. All right, this can be a union within yourself. This can be a union within, wow, this glare is so strong. There we go. So this can be a union within yourself. This can be a union within family members, within a partner, within partnerships, within the workplace. But it's kind of like, it kind of splits to come back together stronger. So I don't know who this is or what this is, or if this is within your own energy, but there is a coming together after this walking away. All right, so the walking away has to happen first for the coming together to happen. So from the 8 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. And so then we move on to the 3 of Wands. Your ships are coming in, okay? You're crossing through the portal. And this is water energy. 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and then we have the Page of Cups. So it has to do with your passions and it has to do with your emotional fulfillment. 3 of Wands, you're once again at the portal, at the threshold. Okay, ready. You have your board in your hand. You have everything you need with you now. Okay, now you're staring into the horizon, just like she's walking into the sun, into the horizon, right? Her face is turned towards the sun. Her face is towards the ocean. Okay, looking towards the future instead of the past. Whatever has happened in the past, whatever you've left behind has burned. Okay. You've set fire to it so that you can move forward, and that's why the wheel has turned in your favor, and that's why this energy is able to come in as fast moving. Again, this can be a physical manifestation, a message, a push from the universe, but it is fast moving energy going in your direction. For whatever this manifestation is for you, this is more so general, so I'm not going to tap into the specifics, but whatever this is for you, it's required you to come back into your childlike nature. Okay, believing in the impossible when pigs can fly. Okay, so if in the past it turned gloomy, there was heartbreak, disappointment. This is a gloomy card. Again, it could be sadness, it could be depression, it could be a big disappointment that you finally have chose to walk away from, and you're embracing your childlike energy again because you're at the threshold, you're at the portal. Things are exciting again. Okay, if things became boring or gloomy or stagnant for a period of your life, things are once again starting to get exciting with this new energy. But it's only because you've taken the steps towards the sun, okay? This is not something that just comes out of nowhere. This is something that you have initiated, that you've taken the steps to move forward to. And that's the only reason why this reunion can happen, right? There's a walking away for there to be a coming together. And so you're looking towards the future with childlike energy. You're believing in the impossible. This is going to be very fulfilling for you. Again, we have a lot of water energy and a lot of fire energy here. And this is the balance, okay? The fire and the water. It's a very beautiful way to complement each other, okay? The energies themselves. But it takes the work, okay? It takes the walking away. It takes the initiation of the action, okay? You walk one step, the universe is going to walk halfway towards you, right? You take that one step, you take that second step, that third step, the universe is going to do the rest. Because then momentum is on your side, okay? So whatever this is very fulfilling. It has to do with your intuition. It has to do with your spirituality, with your emotions, with your emotional fulfillment, with your emotional abilities, okay? She is attuning the ocean to her. Okay, the waves are not pushing her around. The ocean is not drowning her. She is attuning the waves to her. Okay, and in this process, she is receiving her crown. So the crown is now descending upon her because she is in her mastery. And the only way to be in mastery is to walk away from the things that keep you from it. Okay, these can be old relationships, old habits, an old situation, an old cycle. Again, it can be painful because there's a lot of water here. So the emotions are involved, but you're also using the fire to propel this transformation, this transition. And that's why the wheel is turning for you. Okay, this is a lucky card. Okay, the wheel is turning for you. As you can see here, this is light and this is darkness, okay? So this is like the wheel going reverse in this side, and this is the wheel going forward on this side. The only reason why the wheel is turning forward for you is because you've taken the steps. So it's a lucky card for you. You're using the fire energy to propel you, and the water energy is the fulfillment that is coming from this action itself. Again, it hasn't been easy because you've been emotionally attached to whatever this was, whether it was a relationship, a past situation, an old cycle. It hasn't been easy. But again, the fire is helping the water. She is setting fire to whatever this was in the past to allow her to walk forward into the sun. So again, I don't know what this is for you. I'm even excited for this reading. 3 of Wands, you're looking towards the future. You're looking towards the horizon in both of these cards. So whatever's been in the past has had to stay in the past, okay? That's the only reason why the wheel has turned for you now. And now you have the momentum of the universe supporting you in this transition. So I don't know how you shifted this energy. I don't know exactly what you did, but you've turned the wheel in your favor. And so this is something that only universe will allow when you're on the right path. Because sometimes if we get stagnated or kind of feel like we're sitting on the sidelines or things are not moving, it's because divine timing hasn't aligned, or we haven't learned a certain lesson, or we're maybe not taking action from the right energy or the right intention. And so that's the reason why sometimes the wheel can flip in reverse to kind of take us back through that lesson or take us back through that situation, or teach us something new. But when it flips in the upright, when it moves in our favor, when it moves in our divine favor towards our luck, is because we've learned the lesson and we've mastered ourselves. Again, she is attuning the waters to her. Okay, the ocean's not drowning her. The ocean's not hitting her with waves of emotion. It's like she is so attuned and mastery within herself that everybody and everything around her is attuning to her. She is setting the stage for how she wants to feel the energy. She is setting the stage for how she wants to be handled, treated. Okay, the Queen of Cups, a lot of people, like in the reverse, a lot of people see it as somebody who can easily get taken advantage of because of boundaries, because the Queen of Cups is a very loving energy, and in the reverse it talks about not having boundaries. But in the upright, it talks about being so good within yourself and so much in your mastery that everywhere you go, you attune the waters and the frequencies and the people to you. Okay, you're not absorbing their energies. Okay, you are now radiating your own. You're tuning the frequencies to you. You know, when you go to like the grocery store, the supermarket, or you go to the workplace, and sometimes the energies can be a little bit heavier to move through or not the most positive, and you end up absorbing that, and then your energy kind of matches that. It's like in this situation, it's like you're not absorbing, you're not a sponge. You're radiating your own energy. You're creating your own frequency, and you're attuning everything to you. You're setting the stage because of your mastery. And so that's something that happens at a high level, okay? A lot of people don't know that. Some people that have the abilities or the gifts of being an empath, in the earlier stages when it's less evolved, they tend to absorb people's energies. They tend to be a sponge of the frequencies and the environments around them. But as they evolve through this process, they begin to master their abilities of being an empath. Again, being an empath doesn't mean that you have to absorb it. Once you master that ability, you get to now influence the environment and attune the environment to you. So it doesn't just go one way to where you absorb and you have to go through that process of processing other people's emotions or getting affected by it. It's like when you master the empathic gift, because it is truly a gift, is then you begin to attune and influence the environments to your frequency. That comes through mastery and mastery only. Because again, at lower levels, in a less evolved perspective, is like you begin to absorb a lot of that, and it affects you. And then you have to process it. And so it takes a lot of your energy, a lot of your time. And sometimes it's heavy to move through that kind of energy. But at this level of mastery, you are now radiating your own vibration, your own frequency, and you begin to attune things to you. Now you set the stage. So let's say that you talk to a negative person, right? And they bring you down, or you turn on the news and it brings you down, or you watch, or you go on social media and it brings you down. It makes you feel, you know, like it brings your energy or your frequency down. It's like now, instead of absorbing whatever that was, now you are creating. Now you are projecting. Now, and projecting in a good way. It's like radiating your own frequency out into the world to where things and people and situations are attuning to you. And that only happens through mastery. So whatever this was took you walking away for the wheel to turn in your favor, for you to be able to be supported by the momentum of the universe of whatever this is. And there is a coming together, but there had to be a walking away first for it to come together in the first place. So congratulations, whatever this is for you, Pisces. It shows your mastery. It shows your skill. It shows that you're seasoned and matured through the lessons that you've been through. It's not only like you're going through the motions. You're actually learning and mastering as you go. So yes, this is all I have for you, Pisces. Take care.